more great singles action coming up here. ECPW's Bobby Boyette makes his way to the ring. Has made his ECPW debut back in May with an impressive victory over Ryan Schimmel. Heavyweight, legit over 300 pounds. No exaggeration needed there. Moves around very well. Not necessarily popular with the fans here, but he's proven himself in a short period of time. Began wrestling in 2022. Was wrestled over PEI with IPW. And on the mainland as well. Former AAU national champion. I mentioned that victory he had over Ryan Schimmel. Not a bad way to make your first impression. And he has a big match here.
ECPW Celtic Roots champion from Corner Brook, Newfoundland. He is the Newfoundland Nightmare, Justin Newhook.
And as you said, John Patterson, ECPW Celtic Roots Championship on the line here. Bobby Boyette making an impression early to get a championship match, but you talk about someone who's popular and has been a star at ECPW. Well, Justin Newhook, Celtic Roots champion. Well, it looked great on him. He's wrestled around the Maritimes, wrestled in New Frontier in Ontario, was voted the ECPW Men's Wrestler of the Year by ECPW fans. He captured that Celtic Roots title back in the fall in a very memorable ladder match, as he's got victories over Dawson James, Rudy Lockhart, and JP Sims in one-on-one action. He's also had a lot of success in tag team wrestling, both Ontario and the Maritimes. Also defeated Thad Howard as well. Held the championship in UCW, and now the Celtic Roots champion here in ECPW. And look at this! Bobby Boyette taking a shortcut, knocking Newhook off the apron as he was making his entrance into the ring. And young referee Jeremy Murray already trying to get control of this matchup. Boyette demanding that he go out and look at Newhook. Now, of course, this is being a title match. You'd have to pin or submit your opponent. If he deems Justin Newhook unable to continue, another story, but Boyette coming out of the ring now to attack Newhook. And first he lays his hands on the official. You got to be very careful, Bobby Boyette. You can get disqualified. Jeremy Murray showing some leniency, and again, it's the second time he's made contact with the official. This is a championship match. We know the fans want to see a conclusive outcome, but can't be disrespecting the authority figures of ECPW in that way. As Boyette continues the assault, and perhaps this time he realized to back off, but still with some words for the official Jeremy Murray. Powerful suplex onto the ring apron, hardest part of the ring, and Justin Newhook just goes down with a thud. These are two big men in there. Every blow is just going to have that much more impact. True heavyweight fight as Newhook is just being manhandled here. How big and strong do you have to be to manhandle a wrestler like Justin Newhook? It says a lot about the strength of Bobby Boyette. Of course, it also says a lot about the means in which he started this matchup. He doesn't care now, though. He's taunting the fans. Are not happy to see Justin Newhook on the defensive, so to speak, here in this part of the match. Boyette trying to push Newhook into the ring. Of course, he has to win the title inside the ring. Newhook in a world of hurt, as he's rolling to the corner, trying to get a break, trying to get some breath here. A dominant offensive start by Bobby Boyette. Boyette saying, if he can't continue, I win. He's looking for a stoppage finish here. Jeremy Murray is making sure Justin Newhook is okay, and seems a little bit unsure as to whether or not Newhook can continue. Fans, though, clapping their hands, stomping their feet, trying to urge Justin Newhook back into this matchup, and we're finally underway officially. Big splash, attempt for it, a neck breaker by Newhook. Looked like he might go for a pinfall attempt early. Regains his bearings, a big splash. And there's a boot. Down goes Boyette. Oh, impact splash, pinfall attempt early. Now Newark trying to finish it fast and a 2 count. He's taking his opponent to the middle of the ring. Again, Bobby Boyette quickly earning a championship match for the ECPW Celtic Roots title. Boyette in the black and gold. Newhook in the blue, silver, and black. Newhook the defending champion. Tying up Boyette. Submission move here in the middle of the ring, trying to wear him down. Again, this is a true heavyweight matchup. A couple of big boys going at it there. As Newark backed into the corner with some big-time impact. As there's a big overhead forearm from Bobby Boyette. Another one. Newark in a whirl of hurt as Boyette, very agile for a big man. Looking for a splash, but he meets a boot instead. Second rope for Newark. Cross body, but it's blocked. Well scouted by Bobby Boyette. Down to the mat goes Newhook. And big-time impact on the Celtic Roots champion. We could see a new champion crowned here tonight in New Waterford. Infall attempt, Boyette 1-2. Had him in the center of the ring. Didn't hook the leg, though. It's just a 2 count. Boyette now questioning referee Jeremy Murray. You have to say the young Jeremy Murray doing a tremendous job. Not easy for a young official to officiate a championship match of this magnitude. The Boyette putting all of his weight onto Newark against the ropes. And again, he's going to have to break that, but he's not above stretching the boundaries, so he's probably going to take the full 5 seconds. Newark in the ropes, in some trouble here. Taken back to the middle of the ring there by Boyette. Splash Boyette. Down goes Newhook again. As Newhook a little bit slow to get to his feet. As Boyette will seize up his opponent. Justin Newhook, defending Celtic Roots champion, but that title looks to be in jeopardy at the moment. Newhook regaining a vertical base, though. A couple of powerful forearms, backs up Bobby Boyette right into the corner. Boyette feeling the impact of those blows, no doubt about it. Justin Newhook already a fighting champion. Oh, it looked like he might have been going for a clothesline, but he was met with a knee instead. And powerful elbow right to the back of Newhook. Newhook taken down. Knee to the back by Bobby Boyette. And Boyette working over Justin Newhook here. Trying to take advantage of this big-time championship match that he has. Wearing down Newhook in the middle of the ring. Jeremy Murray in position there, looking to see. Has to be in position to see if there's a submission. Newhook dropped to the mat. Big elbow, but out of the way goes Newhook just in the nick of time. Both men getting to their feet now. Newhook, a couple of punches to the head of Boyette. Off the ropes he goes. Newhook scooped up by Boyette. Looks like he's got him in a bear hug. Oh boy. Talk about a lot of size and pressure being put here on Justin Newhook. Newhook trying to elbow his way out of this maneuver. Not yet able to break the grip of Boyette. Newhook into the ropes. Ducks the clothesline. Crossbody. And up goes Justin Newhook, but a counter takes down Bobby Boyette. And now the momentum perhaps at the side of the champion. Newhook lining up Bobby Boyette. Hoping he's got a successful title defense. Still perhaps a long way to go in this one. Newhook, clothesline to Boyette. Lining up his opponent again. A big splash into the corner. Using his momentum, comes back. A big boot into the stomach. Boyette off the ropes. Clothesline ducked by Newhook. Newhook. Oh, is he going to try to lift Bobby Boyette up? That's a lot of weight. It ends up being an overhead forearm to the back of Newhook. Now scoop slam attempt here by Boyette. It's blocked. Well scouted there by Newhook. He's going to go for it again. Oh, down to the back goes Boyette. 1, 2, 3. What a matchup and what a successful defense for Justin Newhook. And I said earlier, this guy's a fighting champion already, and he proved it. What a heavyweight bout that was. And Justin Newhook, another successful title defense, his second of the year, 2025. He gets his arm raised by Jeremy Murray. Hard-fought bout. We mentioned that Bobby Boyette's a newcomer to ECPW. We're going to be seeing more of him, and he's going to have more title matches down the road, I think, and has probably earned them with that performance, but comes up short against the Newfoundland Nightmare, Justin Newhook. ECPW Wrestler of the Year as per the fan vote last year, and you saw why. What a performance from that man tonight. And he is adding value and prestige to that ECPW Celtic Roots Championship with the effort he's given in his title defenses, successful title defenses at that. Bringing great pride to Newfoundland is the Newfoundland Nightmare, Justin Newhook, and a favorite of the fans here as well. Why not? Tremendous match, tremendous title defense for Justin Newhook as he looks forward to who his next challenger will be as he retains the Celtic Roots Championship here on Rogers TV. Kevin at ya at the Waterford and District Community Center. Getting ready for championship action here. ECPW women's title on the line.
Joker's Wild Entertainment. And it is for the ECPW Women's Championship. Introducing first, the challenger from Toronto, Ontario. She's bionic. She's Alexia Nicole.
The bionic Alexia Nicole makes her way down to the ring for a big opportunity. A chance to win the ECPW Women's Championship. Making her return to ECPW after defeating Moon Miss back in 2022. And kudos to Sheldon McLean and everybody in the ECPW Championship Committee continuing to scour every corner of the wrestling world for top-notch challengers, and certainly we have one here tonight. Alexia Nicole, who is both a fresh young face and a veteran, began wrestling in 2013 as a teenager. She's been a champion. Well, she's been a champion all over. British Columbia, PWA, the APW in Ontario. Was Three Pistols champion earlier this year. Also held the Femme Fatales title for more than 3 years in Ontario.
Champion from Fairforce, Alaska, Vanessa Craven.
But the bionic Alexia Nicole's going to have her hands full as she tries to win the ECPW Women's Championship because Vanessa Craven has proven to be an excellent champion indeed. Trained by Ron Hutchinson, who, of course, name familiar to wrestling fans in the Maritimes, and Vanessa Craven active in both Ontario and Quebec, and she's been wrestling since 2004. Both of these women have been ranked in the PWI Top 100 on multiple occasions. Vanessa Craven captured that title at Celtic Chaos when she defeated Nivea Fiji, and put her championship up against two women when she won a three-way against Jody Threat and Katrina Creed. Also a successful title defense against Ronnie Payne. Of course, very accomplished wrestler all around the world is Vanessa Craven, former Shimmer Tag Team Champion alongside Tessa Blanchard. As a holder of the main event wrestling women's championship in Montreal since July. Obviously a decided height advantage for the Mountain Vanessa Craven against the bionic Alexia Nicole, but both of these women have established themselves in their own right over the last 10 years. This should be an excellent match and a real contrast of styles. Third woman in the ring is Emily Parker. Of course, as a veteran official, she's certainly capable of officiating a match of this magnitude. It should be a really good one. As again, Alexia Nicole makes her return to ECPW. And no better way for her to do it than if she were to win that women's championship. Alexia Nicole actually wrestled on both AEW Dark and Honor Club and Ring of Honor in the last 4 years. She's wrestled in the United States and Spain as well. Quick start to the matchup. Kick attempt by Craven is ducked. Now Craven goes for a sidewalk slam reversal, and she's taken down. That's where you see Alexia Nicole trying to use the speed advantage. That's going to be her calling card in this match, I would think. As Craven, though, has the strength advantage, and you're seeing that there as Nicole trying to whip her a lot across the ropes. Craven was having none of it. Duck. Flipped by Nicole. Alexia Nicole. Drop kick of Craven into the corner again, trying to use her speed. Knees into the body of Vanessa Craven. Alexia Nicole shot out of a cannon here. Another pair of knees coming off the turnbuckle. She's going to go for a third one. Yes, she will. Vanessa Craven finding herself in a world of hurt here early. Alexia Nicole is going to try to win this fast. 2 count. Boy, we're just getting started here. Not a bad strategy, though, if you're Alexia Nicole. Hey, this is a championship match. You're not here to get paid by the hour. If you can come in and win the women's championship quickly, maybe catch the champion off guard. Now, I don't know what she's trying to do here. Alexia Nicole, strong woman in her own right, but I don't know if she was going to be able to pile drive Vanessa Craven. Kick blocked by Craven, and Insaguri and Vanessa Craven kind of feeling that one. They made contact with both the shoulder and the head. Up to the second rope for Alexia Nicole. Oh, and it's countered by Craven. And Nicole is caught. He has nowhere to look but down and is thrown face first into the mat. And when you're wrestling an opponent the caliber of Vanessa Craven, a proven champion, any one mistake you make can haunt you. And Emily Parker there telling Craven to watch the hair. As Craven just with such power pulling Alexia Nicole up by both sides of her hair. As now she's backed into the corner is Nicole. Craven whips her onto the opposite side of the ring, and holding her back is Alexia Nicole. Big boot by Vanessa Craven. As Alexia Nicole feeling the pain here. Vanessa Craven not necessarily winning the approval of the fans here, but she is the champion, and for good reason. Powerful chop. Nicole finds herself in trouble in the corner. Again, Vanessa Craven proving to be a force here in ECPW. Multiple successful title defenses and another high caliber opponent for her tonight. And she is asserting control in the matchup thus far. Snapmare takeover there by Vanessa Craven, the champion. Kick to the back. Craven in the black and gold. Nicole in pink. As Craven trying to wear down the arm of Alexia Nicole. And a bad strategy, of course. We always say that is thrown into the turnbuckle is Nicole. Bionic Alexia Nicole, the challenger here. She's whipped into the ropes. Craven, oh, splash, but it's countered. Some instincts there by Alexia Nicole. Buys herself a couple of seconds, and there's another boot. The upper body of Craven now off the second rope, trying to do a sunset flip. Not quite able to take Craven down. Oh, Craven, nobody in the pool. Went for a splash, but missed. And Nicole with an opportunity. Drop kick, low to the ground. Possible pinfall attempt here. 1, 2. 2 count, maybe 2.5. As Vanessa Craven realizes that she's in for a fight here. Time championship match. Big boot by Craven to the face of Alexia Nicole. Like Craven needs to stop worrying about what the crowd thinks. She might be in control of this match now, but not an opponent she can afford to take for granted. There are kicks with each leg to the body of Nicole. As Craven lining up Alexia Nicole. What does she have in mind? Gains some momentum into the turnbuckle. Oh! That is going to put Alexia Nicole in a world of hurt. Partial somersault pinfall attempt. 2 count. Nicole able to kick out. I feel like Vanessa Craven might be getting to the point where she's throwing everything she can here at Alexia Nicole. This Craven pulls Nicole up. Looking for a suplex. Be a stalling suplex. Up for 1 second, 2 second. Feels like an eternity if you're Alexia Nicole. Now parading her on the ring. Oh, that was almost a good 10 seconds, I would say. All the blood rushing to the head of Alexia Nicole. She is in a world of hurt. Pinfall attempt. Gonna have to pull her away from the ropes. She does exactly that. Closer to the middle of the ring. 1 and a 2. Oh, Alexia Nicole just getting her shoulder up. As Vanessa Craven, as I said, really utilizing that strength. The longer that she had Nicole up, the longer the blood kind of rushing to the head. Put your opponent in a world of hurt where they really, literally don't know where they are. Now what is Craven going to do? Nicole up, could be a power bomb. Nicole trying to fight off with some punches. Only able to do so much, and she's taken down. Now both women feeling the impact. Nicole with a clothesline, still a little bit dazed herself after that counter. There's another attempt with an axe handle. Craven tries to counter with a clothesline. Duck, kick to the leg by Alexia Nicole. Off the ropes, kick to the face of Craven. Cole brings down Craven. Pinfall attempt here. 1, 2, and a 2 count. Alexia Nicole, though, unable to get the pinfall, but she has managed to swing the momentum back in her favor, but right now is in disbelief, wondering what she has to do to garner a victory over the ECPW Women's Champion. Both women getting back to their feet. Nicole bounced off the ropes. Blocked by Craven, but taken down as Vanessa Craven. Pinfall attempt right in the middle of the ring. 1 and a 2. Oh, 2.5. And Alexia Nicole, on one hand, frustrated, but she might be thinking she's getting closer. However, she's thrown a lot at Vanessa Craven and not able to get the 3 count. Emily Parker in great position there. Nicole able to shake that off and see if she can come up with something else to diagram a victory here. I don't know if she's going to try a pile driver. I don't know if she's going to have much luck with that. Blocked by Craven. Knee to the stomach by the champion. Again, Vanessa Craven, the ECPW champion on the women's side, brings Nicole up. Nicole able to counter. Duck on the clothesline by Alexia Nicole, but can't counter potential fireman's carry. Hammered into the turnbuckle is Nicole. Head to turnbuckle and thrown to the canvas. Able to gain her bearings. Nicole, once again, up in the arms of Vanessa Craven. Oh, throw to the mat with great impact. That could be all. Craven looking for a pinfall here. 1, 2, and no! 2.5. 2 3/4. And maybe the second hesitation there by Vanessa Craven maybe took a little bit for granted that this match was over, and it was not. Alexia Nicole, heart of a lion here tonight, as she vies for the ECPW Women's Championship. Yes, Craven sizing up her challenger, but lured into a false sense of security, perhaps 2 count. Craven just kicking out at the last second. Great ring awareness by Nicole, but she's met with the powerful arms of Craven. Thrown down to the mat. Pinfall attempt. 1, 2, and a 3. Well, certainly a very, very game effort from Alexia Nicole, another great challenger brought into ECPW.
Vanessa Craven. Vanessa, it's your old pal Heather Carr. Just because I'm not here tonight doesn't mean that I am afraid of you in any sense. I have other obligations, so I just wanted to send this message to let you know before you start to talk smack about me, I am not afraid of you, and don't worry, I will see you soon.
A haunting message, perhaps. for Vanessa Craven, the women's champion, from Heather Kerr, who she's had her run-ins with in previous ECPW events. But Vanessa Craven, the champion, retains, and boy, she's been impressive defending that ECPW title. She doesn't know what kind of surprise might be in store for her down the line, but right now, she's celebrating a big win. You're watching ECPW on Rogers.
Clearing out your garage, basement, or shed? Or maybe you're doing some spring cleaning?
Yeah.
Sure about that?
I got this.
I think it's time to call in the professionals, don't you?
I have this.
Ready to give up?
Yeah. I give
Hello!
up.
Now get that garbage out of here! Oakley & Son, locally family owned and operated since 2017. They do the hard work so you don't have to. With rates starting as low as $50. Make the right play and call Oakley & Son and get that garbage out of here!
And they wanted it, they wanted our property, and they took it. As simple as that.
It was a community, a tight-knit community.
Our independence. They took it from us. And City of Halifax owes us big time. Big time.
You got to look at where did the city of Halifax put those people of Africville that they had to move? They put us in an area, Halifax, that they deemed to be low income, the blight of Halifax.
They're waiting for us all to die.
My brother Terry, God rest his soul, he was shot in Union Square, where they put us.
I never got in no trouble when I was in Africville. Got in the city trouble. Jail, drug addict, you know. We had none of that in Africville.
Now time for your main event, ECPW title on the line.
It is time for your main event, sponsored by Big Daddy's Pizza. It is for the ECPW Heavyweight Championship.
ECPW's biggest prize on the line. And listen to these fans. You know who their favorite is.
Introducing first, the challenger. From Toronto, Ontario, Mr. DDT Cody
Mr. DDT Cody Diener stepping up to the plate to challenge for the ECPW Heavyweight Championship, and this could be the toughest task that Lincoln Steen has ever had as champion. You talk about a guy who's accomplished around the world, wrestling since 2002, has been in TNA wrestling since 2018. It is his first time wrestling in ECPW, but he has wrestled in Cape Breton before. He knows this part of the world. He's popular here. Talking about a guy who's a two-time Impact Tag Team Champion with Violent by Design. Wrestled in the Kurt Angle Invitational Tournament on SmackDown in 2004. Currently a Tag Team Champion in Ontario for over a year. Former Border City Wrestling Champion. Multiple reigns over 4 years. And has held heavyweight titles in PWE, CVW, RSW, MCW, CCW, anywhere you can think of. There's one missing from that list, though. ECPW. And that is what Cody Diener is going to try to fix. And not often do you see somebody get a championship match their first appearance. But with a resume like that, who can turn him down? Cody Diener already popular with the fans here in Cape Breton. Mr. DDT, who's Had some big-time words for Lincoln Steen earlier. Should be a tremendous championship contest. And fans certainly in the corner of Mr. DDT. Emily Parker, veteran official, will be in charge of this matchup. Should be a great one. As the champion Lincoln Steen will certainly have his hands full. One of the Impact Wrestling's finest in Cody Diener. Mr. DDT. As we await,
is the ECPW Heavyweight Champion from Moose Jaw, Saskatchewan, Lincoln Steen.
Lincoln Steen making his way to the ring. No one has wrestled more on this roster in ECPW than Lincoln Steen has. And he's been a champion here. He's been a champion over PEI, New Brunswick, and Ontario. He's held the Celtic Roots Championship as well as the ECPW title. Held the Celtic Roots title for over a year. And he's been the ECPW champion since last June. Won the New Waterford Rumble to earn his title match, and then was the one that sent Charlie Hubley out of ECPW. Had quite the rivalry with Dylan Davis after losing to him in the King of Cape Breton tournament. Was able to defend his title and a double count out. Was able to retain the title by nefarious means. A match that involved the Mountie making his appearance at ECPW. Over 20 years experience in the squared circle. Has not much experience getting the approval of the fans, which sometimes it seems like he wants it, other times it seems not. But one thing he does want, and that he has, is that ECPW championship you see around his waist. But we know the fans of the New Waterford and District Community Center, well, Lincoln Steen's not exactly winning any popularity contests. And seeing him jawing with that young man in the front row. I think he'd be used to that reaction by now, but the fans with the stinking Lincoln signs, they're letting you know what they think of the ECPW heavyweight champion, but you might not like him as he comes to the ring, you might not agree with all of his tactics, but you cannot discredit the resume this man has built as just giving you all the accolades. And he has, and if he wasn't one who took his time jawing with all the fans, you wouldn't be able to give all of his accolades during his reintroduction, but certainly maybe a broadcaster's dream, and that he gives us the opportunity to do that. Maybe not so much a delight to the fans that he's barking at there at ringside. And always a bit of a gamesmanship, pardon me, involved in this, because you have the challenger in Mr. DDT, Cody Diener, who comes to the ring first, as is custom. And he's got to wait for the champion to arrive, and now he's got to wait, as it seems like Lincoln Steen disrespects each and every one of the fans sitting at ringside. Has not so kind words for all of them, does Lincoln Steen. Great crowd here on hand, though, as you're watching ECPW, East Coast Pro Wrestling on Rogers Television. Coming at you from the New Waterford and District Community Center. Such a great venue over the years for ECPW. Even wearing a Steen Rules shirt won't get you a handshake from Lincoln Steen. What kind of champion is that? Steen asking to hear from the fans, but don't think he likes what he's hearing. But again, a big-time title defense for Steen here as he makes his way into the ring for what should be a great matchup. Steen the champion, Mr. DDT, Cody Diener, the challenger. As Lincoln Steen is knocking the fans, and we talked about this earlier with Vanessa Craven defending the title, the women's title, successfully against Alexia Nicole. Talked about the great work that ECPW's President Sheldon McLean, along with Commissioner John Patterson of the Championship Committee, have done in scouring the globe for challengers, elite challengers, to come in here and fight for ECPW gold. And boy, they found a gem here in Mr. DDT, Cody Diener. Should be an outstanding matchup. Cody Deaner mounting a rather large challenge to Lincoln Steen, and I think it's no surprise that Lincoln Steen is not exactly in a hurry to engage with Cody Deaner. He has to know that his title's in jeopardy even before this match starts. Cody Deaner knows he may not be home, but he has the crowd advantage here. As Lincoln Steen, Moose Jaw, Saskatchewan native, is, whether he likes it or not, I guess, made Cape Breton a second home for the time that he spent in this world of ECPW wrestling. Cody Deaner directing traffic with the fans, showing their displeasure with Steen. I don't think he had to twist that young man's arm. Hear the DDT chants, fans firmly in the corner of Cody Deaner. Impact Wrestling star, as I mentioned, he's been there continuously since 2018. Impact at the time, now of course TNA Wrestling. Coming to ECPW, trying to wrestle away championship from Lincoln Steen, who very contemplatingly hands his championship off to Emily Parker. Emily, great referee, of course, saying, hey, give me the belt. Give me the belt. It's time to get this match underway. And Emily Parker shows the title to Cody Deaner. He gets a good look at what he's fighting for. He knows. He knows what's at stake here. As champion looks at the title, maybe for the final time, as Emily Parker holds it high above her head, letting everybody here in New Waterford know what's at stake. Boy, cut the tension with a knife, can't you? Always excited. They're always exciting. You get to see a heavyweight championship match like we're about to see here in New Waterford as Steen trying to start his own chance in the middle of the ring. Not sure how well that's going to go over. As Steen in the blue and black, defending the championship, opposite corner is his challenger, Mr. DDT, Cody Deaner. Bell will be ringing shortly. Directions given. And we're officially underway. The bell is rung. ECPW title on the line. Lincoln Steen versus Mr. DDT, Cody Deaner. And after some fast pacing around the ring, Lincoln Steen continues, or begins, depending on how you want to look at it, the mind games that he had started before the match. And now that we're underway, he's in no hurry to engage. Steen likes to slow down the pace, maybe aggravate the challenger a little bit. Make him come to him. Because remember, Cody Deaner, if he wants to become ECPW champion, he has to pin or submit Lincoln Steen. Countout won't do him any good, although Steen has made his way back into the ring. Sure, Steen would be happy if Deaner stayed out for 10 seconds. He'd take the countout victory. Two men back in the ring now, though, working their paces. Collar and elbow tie up, middle of the ring. No easy strength advantage for either guy to start off. And I guess we can declare that a very mild victory for Steen. And Deaner and the fans both seem unimpressed with the ECPW champion. Cody Deaner looking to add to his championship pedigree here tonight. Arm rung around there by Lincoln Steen. And that's the fans, they hear it for Steen. Middle of the ring, Lincoln Steen working over the arm of Mr. DDT, Cody Deaner. Deaner taken down. Arm rung there by Cody Deaner. Down to the mat goes Lincoln Steen. It's Cody Deaner looking to establish an advantage in the early part of this matchup. Ground the champion. Knee to the side of Lincoln Steen. Cody Deaner threatening to inflict more pain on Lincoln Steen. He wants none of it. Cody Deaner going to work on the arm of big knee. The anticipation was bad, and the impact was even worse. For Lincoln Steen feeling that knee right into his arm. Lincoln Steen pretty much begging Mr. DDT, Cody Deaner, who's been able to successfully ground the champion here in the early going of this one. Going to work on that arm. He can take away the arm. That's a pretty effective strategy. Yes, crowd very much behind Cody Deaner. Oh, you can feel the impact from here as Steen retreating to the outside, looking for a proverbial reset. And so he struggled in the early going here against Mr. DDT, Cody Deaner. Steen outside the ring. Emily Parker, the referee, administering the count. And again, Deaner has to get Steen in the ring if he's going to win that championship. Lincoln Steen smarting from the early part of this matchup. Here are the DDT chants. Fans very much in the corner of Cody Deaner here tonight at the New Waterford District Community Center. Great crowd on hand for this big-time ECPW title fight. Steen makes his way back into the ring. Deaner almost waiting for the fight to come to him, and I don't know if those are nods of respect. Neither man wants to blink. Is this respect? Is it mind games? I don't think anybody expected this. Who's going to break first? Both men, certainly a fair degree of strength, and that looks to be what Cody Deaner's offering here. Test the strength, see who the better man is. See who is the stronger of these two men, and Steen's thinking about it. And he will lock up, and I guess we'll get to see who the stronger man is. Right in the center of the ring, and look at that. Powerful guys, champion challenger. Right in the center of the ring, no clear advantage in the early going. As Deaner and Steen. Deaner the challenger, Steen the champion. Deaner trying to bring the arms of Lincoln Steen down. Stalemate, middle of the ring. Kick to the stomach there by Lincoln Steen. As Steen has Deaner down, at least for the time being. Cody Deaner on his knees, trying to regain that vertical base. Lincoln Steen using every ounce of energy he has to try to keep Deaner grounded. Hear the crowd chanting DDT. Cody Deaner trying to make his way, has made his way up to his feet. Two wrestlers trade kick to the stomach. A trio or four kicks to the stomach by Deaner. He's looking for that DDT. Lincoln Steen knows to get it a dodge. He squirms his way out. Self-preservation right there by the champion Lincoln Steen. And he might have hurt himself getting out of the ring, but felt he didn't have any alternative but to try to escape that DDT. As confident as Lincoln Steen is, I think he knows Cody Deaner's able to connect with that maneuver. It's probably game over. Steen currently looking like he wants no part of getting back in the ring. And again, Emily Parker administering the count. And once again, it is in the back of Cody Deaner's mind, I'm sure, that he needs a pinfall or submission to win the title. And if you're Deaner, if Steen is rattled, maybe you're content to leave him outside. Because I don't know if he's getting the mental break he wants. Jawing at the fans here. Now Deaner probably observing the count, realized he's got to get out there. Of course, Emily Parker will show some leniency, but she does have to administer a count. Oh, there's a big right to Lincoln Steen. That wasn't what he was waiting for when he went outside the ring. Yes. Cody Deaner winding up. Got that arm ripping that slap right across the face of Lincoln Steen. as Steen finds himself in a world of hurt. Down on the ground as Steen is going to be chopped with his own sign here. Well, a sign berating him, actually. Quite fitting, I guess. Lincoln Steen feeling the effects of a powerful slap from Cody Deaner. And energy, the crowd was behind that one as well. And I don't know what Cody Deaner has in his hand there. I don't know if that's a torn up piece of a t-shirt. I was looking to use it as a slingshot. Some mind games there as Lincoln Steen is befuddled outside the ring, and Emily Parker's made her way outside the ring and trying to make sure they get back in the ring. And again, we mentioned that referee in this situation knows the fans want to see a clear winner. It's Lincoln Steen taking a seat on Sheldon McLean, and Cody Deaner, a bit of an unorthodox play by Cody Deaner. He's got a couple of chairs. He's dragging Steen to the chairs, and I'm not sure what he has in mind here. I'll tell you, that was a powerful punch to Lincoln Steen. As Lincoln Steen finding himself in trouble. Deaner on the ring apron. Punch to the face, another punch to the face, the crowd counting along. Lincoln Steen sitting down and can't escape. There's the big number 10 coming up for Cody Deaner. He's making the people wait. This is going to be the most devastating one of all, though, I think. And that's going to knock Lincoln Steen right off the chair. He goes rolling along the floor on the ringside. And Lincoln Steen, the champion, in some big-time jeopardy here. Cody Deaner, Mr. DDT. And the crowd will go, DDT, DDT. You can hear them chanting. Let's see, lining Lincoln Steen up. As it's going to try to back him into the apron, but instead it's Deaner that's backed into the apron. And perhaps that was the opening that Lincoln Steen was looking for. Now a kick to the stomach by Steen, and just like that, the champion reasserting control here. Steen with a headbutt. Deaner feeling full effects of that. I think Steen's still a little bit woozy from the punishment he's taken thus far, but he's willing to go on to the offense here. Imploring the crowd, cheer him on, and it's about the reaction you'd expect. Another headbutt by Steen. Deaner is given an overhead punch from Steen. Steen thinking he's in control of this matchup now. That's kick to the stomach there of Cody Deaner. There's another one by Steen, and a trio of them. It's Lincoln Steen having his issues here with referee Emily Parker. And now going back to the center of the ring. Cody Deaner finding himself in a front face lock here as Lincoln Steen trying to wear down his challenger. Lincoln Steen, the champion, looking for a successful defense. Crowd trying to rally Cody Deaner here. Deaner slowly making his way up. Series of elbows is going to break the grip Steen had on him, but not for long. Steen able to use Deaner's momentum against him. He knocked him right out of the ring. An elbow to the stomach. And Deaner knocked to the outside. None too pleasant, the impact there. And Lincoln Steen, I had mentioned earlier that Emily Parker probably going to show some leniency, but Lincoln Steen, he's more than happy to take a count out. We've seen him retain his title in a double count out. We've seen him get disqualified and retain the title. He's certainly capable of securing big pinfall victories, but he is not above other ways of retaining the title. Deaner rolls into the ring, and he's met with a couple of boots there by Lincoln Steen. Beating Deaner down. Tony Deaner in a world of hurt. As Steen making the motion that I'm the champion. He'll still be the champion by the end of tonight. I think he likes his odds at this exact moment. Telling the fans they're not going to see any DDT this evening. I don't know if I would speak so soon if I was Lincoln Steen. Cody Deaner trying to use the fans to rally back into this matchup. Lincoln Steen, a little perturbed. Elbow to the stomach, another one. And Steen with a headbutt. That's certainly an effective counter. Now Steen going outside the ring. What does he have in mind? He's grabbing the shirt he was wearing prior to coming in. And he's going to try to choke Cody Deaner. And Emily Parker is going to administer a count, so he gets in a few seconds, and then that is going to be broken up. Lincoln Steen, the ECPW heavyweight champion, looking to defend his title tonight here against Cody Deaner. And once again, more concerned with the audience for whatever reason. And I don't think Cody Deaner wants that at all. And Emily Parker again saying, you can't choke another man. 5 count. So, it is appropriately broken up. And now we've seen that this shirt can be used as a weapon. And Cody Deaner, wheels are turning in his head. Now he's getting some momentum from these fans here. Steen's blows having no effect whatsoever on Mr. DDT, Cody Deaner, who's made his way back to his feet. Steen with a blow to the back. Deaner. All of a sudden, a surge of energy coming upon the TNA star. Oh, disrespecting the shirt of Lincoln Steen and telling him, I'm coming for you. There's a big punch. And another in the middle of the ring. Cody Deaner whipping Steen off the ropes. A big kick to the head. Now Cody Deaner in control of the match. Deaner, a leg drop right in the center of the ring. This could be it. Pinfall attempt. 1 and a 2. Oh, and close. 2.5, 2 3/4, maybe. Cody Deaner in disbelief. He thought it was 3. He thought he was the new ECPW champion. Alas, not the case. Emily Parker, referee, did a great job. She was in great position. But you have to think Lincoln Steen, his title in jeopardy right now. He does succeed in backing Deaner into the corner. Couple of elbows into the stomach there of Cody Deaner. Big punch there by Lincoln Steen. As outside the ring lurks Lincoln Steen, and now he's got a chair. He's got to be careful. Emily Parker pleading. Now she's gonna have to disqualify him if he uses that chair, but let's see what his plans are. Steen, forearms to the back of Cody Deaner. Is he gonna try to do his own DDT on the chair? And that's exactly what he's going to do. But Deaner counters. And a big punch to the head of Lincoln Steen. A wide up and a powerful slap. And Steen takes a seat where he least wants to. In the middle of the ring, Cody Deaner has his man right where he wants him. Off the ropes he goes. Oh, and Steen, a drop toe into the chair. Wrong place, wrong time for Cody Deaner. Lincoln Steen, a pinfall attempt, a 1 and a 2, and somehow Cody Deaner, despite the impact of hitting that chair, finds a way to kick out. And this match, a tremendous championship match, continues. Lincoln Steen debating that was a 3 count. It was not. It was definitely a 2. Certainly close, though. Steen backing in to the corner. Cody Deaner getting the worst of it. Deaner on the second rope. Being held up there by Steen. Cody Deaner in trouble here. Lincoln Steen, the champion, looking for a successful title defense, and he may, in fact, be getting ready to successfully defend his title if he can execute a high-impact maneuver here off the second rope. Perhaps going for a suplex off the second rope. Superplex as you will. Diener countering, though, thus far. Diener throwing punches there into the stomach of Lincoln Steen. Steen struggling to hang on. A big blow to the head of Lincoln Steen. Diener now slapping the elbow up to the top rope. Diener with a axe handle. Down goes Steen. Pinfall attempt. Middle of the ring. 1, 2. Oh, and somehow Lincoln Steen kicks out. Cody Diener throwing everything he has here at Lincoln Steen. And all he can do is question the count. But again, it was definitely just a 2 count. It's Diener looking for the victory. Trying to line up Lincoln Steen. Diener a kick to the stomach. And he's trying to finish this. And wait a minute. J.P. Sims coming into the ring. Where did he come from? And Emily Parker's going to have no choice but to throw this match out. And what a shame, a great championship match. Interrupted by J.P. Sims, and now a vicious 2-on-1 attack. Sims and Lincoln Steen both doing a number here on Cody Diener. Jonathan Cross coming to the ring with a chair. Chasing J.P. Sims out of the ring. I wonder if that was premeditated from Lincoln Steen. But now he finds himself in quite the pickle. Cross threatens. Hit him with a chair. Oh, we're going to see a DDT after all, it looks like. Down goes Lincoln Steen. And this match has ended, but I can tell you, Lincoln Steen, if he had been hit by that move in the match, it would have been curtains for his title reign. Lincoln Steen cannot lose the title on a disqualification, much to the dismay of Cody Diener, who is the winner. Lincoln Steen remains the champion.
Lincoln. As some of you remember, at the last show, I started number 2 in this ring for the Battle Royal. I went all the way through, and I won, and that gave me a guaranteed opportunity at this ECPW Championship.
Absolutely correct, and well earned it was for Jonathan Cross.
Lincoln Steen, right here in the new Waterford District Community Center, August 2nd. It's me and you for 101 for this ECPW Championship.
How about that? A bombshell. Jonathan Cross cashing in his opportunity at the next event.
Steen, your days are numbered. Welcome to the Crossroads.
Could we be looking at the next ECPW champion? Jonathan Cross, winner of the Sam McLean Memorial Rumble. Back in the spring, earned him an opportunity for the ECPW Championship. And of course, Jonathan Cross wrestling J.P. Sims earlier tonight. And now he sees perhaps in his future, after that win over J.P. Sims, the ECPW title. He'll have an opportunity to win it on August 2nd. Thanks for watching ECPW on Rogers Television from New Waterford.